Hey, happy Friday, everyone.
That was a good
Brooklyn
one.
Menace, Papa Brad, and Nix back with the Friday night arcade show.
Woo.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Awesome. What's going on, man?
Oh, waiting on our special guest host, and he's. I just
Yes, we
see
are.
him popping up in the background, so we'll give him a few seconds to
Awesome.
get all sorted out, and we're gonna
Awesome.
bring on our special guest host tonight, Biggie D, joining us for the
Biggie
Friday night
D's
arcade show.
Arcade. Hey, check out those
He looks like he's
icons.
ready. Biggie D, are you ready? Give me a big thumbs up backstage. Yeah,
Yep,
he has
yep,
thumbs up.
yep. I'm
Everyone,
giving
say
you.
hello to the special guest host filling in tonight. It's Biggie D. What's going on, man?
Hey guys, how's it going? Good to see y'all.
Going good. I'm glad
Awesome.
everything's working because I didn't get a chance to talk to you and put you through all the drilling that I do to everybody
Mm,
else before the show and let you know what's
yeah, I
going
mean,
on.
you got
Yeah,
off
sorry I
easy.
didn't get on earlier. I just got off work. I'm on the West Coast,
Awesome.
so it's only 7:45 here. And
That's
I got
fine. I
off at
mean,
6:30, so I had to rush home and
we
feed
were
my
just waiting
dog
for
and all
you.
that stuff.
We stalled a little bit, you know. Yeah, I
It's
would have
all good.
started the show at midnight, man. So I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah. He's worth the wait. We
It's
got Biggie. We
Friday.
got
Come
Biggie
on, the
D in
weekend's here,
person,
people.
man. We got him in person. He's worth the wait. Come on now. Hey,
Thanks
we
for
got
having
some
me.
news today. We got some news today.
All right, Papa Red wants to get right into the
The-
news.
yeah, let's get into the news because here's the news. The news is no news. No game days today, but we will return next week with more games and updates. Till then, there's a whole lot of hidden gems to check out, or the latest releases so far this year, like Wizards of Walls, Galaxy Champions TV, Rigid Force, Redo, Princess Quest, and Saturn. They did some upgrades to some games we've already had. Galaxy Champions TV received an update to allow players to use the player 2 side A button to dash for better twin stick control. That's something we specifically asked for. Remember asking for that?
Yes.
100%. I'm definitely
Um,
going to jump back
Thank
in.
you.
I've never dashed in that game because of
yeah,
where the button
because of
was.
the button
You should
placement was
play that.
weird.
Try it out tonight.
And another free update and upgrade to a game is Space Invaders. They updated the issue with the high score. You can reset the high score anytime in Space Invaders now. Um, you can press the C button 3 times on the main interact screen to clear the high score after accepting the messaging. So they did some updates to a few of the games that we have.
I have no idea what that means. What does that mean, Brad? You can reset the high score, like
You can
just on
reset
the.
the high score because I think the high score is insanely high on the game for a lot of
Okay,
except
so
for
you could.
Nyx. Nyx can roll over the game multiple times, but for the mere mortals, for the average Space Invaders player, I think the high score was way up there.
It's like
But
there's 20,000. Yeah.
there were people that were
Uh,
saying they wanted some work done on the high scores with Space Invaders, so it looks
Yeah,
like they worked on it. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but I definitely will.
Biggie, you don't know what I have to deal with over here. I mean, I know that you check out the show. I see you in the chat, and
hmm
by the way,
Yeah,
love
I've
your
been watching
channel
lately.
as well. We will get into that in a little bit. You could talk a little bit about your
Mhm.
channel, but we do the 1/4 challenge over here, and ever since Knicks rolled into town, it's so difficult for me to try to pick a game. That any of us will even have a chance against this guy. There's no way I can pick Space Invaders to be a 5-hour show.
Get that camera
Yeah, I
Oh,
see
no.
him up
focusing
there. I think you're in
sharp,
the top 10 on Wizard of
crisp.
Walls, aren't you, Nix?
Well,
That's
I
the thing.
was
This is
no,
in the top
there's
10
the
and
top.
everything.
Well, I was the top, and I think I got knocked down to number two.
Yeah,
It's
you're number 2. That's right.
number two now. Yeah, because I haven't played in a
Big,
while.
Biggie, I picked Warrior Blade tonight, and part of the reason I picked that, number one, the game is amazing. I haven't gotten to try it yet since they increased the difficulty level, and I know that's one of the games that you have on the
Hmm.
cabinet. That way,
hmm
if you want to join in on the 1/4 challenge tonight, you
Yeah, that'd be
can
great.
give it a shot. I know that's one of the games that you're playing. We'll see how well I can do at
Hmm.
it now that they've increased the difficulty level. But some of these other games, it's to the point where we're gonna have to turn Knicks into like a coach. We have to get a couple of like the top tier players, Knicks
Yeah.
being one of them, and get one more guy. And we should. I was thinking we should do a gaming challenge where Knicks will coach one player,
Mhm.
and another top tier player will coach another player, and let's see who can be the best coach to coach their player to victory.
Like Rocky.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
So Biggie, you've been around YouTube. I would say, was it like 8, 9 months now?
Started in September, so it's about 7 months now.
Yeah, you started out covering mostly arcade one up
Hmm.
because that's all you had, and then recently you finally got your iiRcade. That's actually P Dub's Retromania Wrestling
Hmm.
cab that he sold you, which is awesome, by the way. I guess I always want new iiRcade users if they can to get the gold, but for
Hmm.
some reason that's impossible right now.
Yeah.
Possible to get
But,
any arcade.
You made a good
Sold
decision
out.
though. That's a great cabinet. It looks like he upgraded the sticks there for you too, because those bat tops are the sticks
Mhm.
that are on the gold.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
he
are.
actually said he changed out the sticks and the buttons as well. He
Awesome.
All
said
right.
these are like some genuine sandwalls. I
Mhm.
thought the Retromania came with genuine sandwall, so I was surprised he switched them out. But he said he
Mhm.
did, and they're improved.
Mhm.
So I don't know what it's like on the original standard Retromania and how those controls feel,
S-
but these feel excellent. I love them.
Speaking of controls, guess what I did today? I destroyed my big blue. My control panel no longer does anything.
Oh, it's not working.
It doesn't work. The encoder went out. And
You know what?
Wow.
My Miss Pac-Man, the volume doesn't work anymore.
big shout out to Bobby Vu and to Steps Gaming who helped me diagnose it. And it's just the encoder board's bad. The motherboard, the little PCB's good because we actually plugged the Killer Instinct into it and played the game. So everything works. It's just the encoder board went out. But yeah, it was crazy. I was enjoying. I was loving. I was playing online. The next thing I know, I play pretty aggressively. I play aggressively. But I'm gonna
Maybe you
say
don't wanna
this: my
say this on live
iiRcade,
stream.
my iiRcade is not broken. I play
Arcade One Up.
aggressively when I play
If anyone
games.
from Arcade One Up is listening, he's
Um,
so gentle.
I am
his stuff.
gentle.
Just never go to any of the back
Look,
episodes
yeah,
of the
yeah,
show
it's like,
when you can hear him playing in the
hey,
background.
I
an
give it the
understatement.
I give every game the white glove service.
Yeah,
the white glove
you give
service.
every game the sledgehammer service. I've never in my life heard
Yes, I'm
anybody
going to handle you.
I know,
smash the
better.
buttons. It's like
Actually-
the Hulk
Actually,
playing
I
the
told
cabinet.
Glenn's retro show you need to send me a control panel to test it because if it'll pass my test, that's like you remember the Samsonite luggage where they gave it to the gorillas
Yeah,
and they would jump up and
exactly.
down on the luggage. That's me with arcade controls. So if it survives me for any time at all, it's pretty good. With iiRcade, I've never actually had a button go out, even
Yeah,
on the
it's a
stock
little
ones.
concerning too because they're going to be charging for parts. They were giving them away for free, and that was a huge plus. They pulled that. Now they're charging for everything. So I'm a little worried myself. I had the volume quit working on my Miss Pac-Man. It's stuck on whatever volume it's on now. I can't bring it down. I can't bring it up. Luckily, it's on a good setting where it sounds decent. So I may just not even mess with it, just not
Yeah.
be able to mute it.
Yeah, no offense to Arcade One Up because I love Arcade
No
One
offense.
Up.
I love
It's
our
the
arcade one
first-
up too.
My first step into home arcade was my Atari 12-in-1 on their first gen. But I got to be honest, every single time I turn them on, I'm like, please. Like, you have that little delay before the Arcade One Up splash
Cross your
screen
fingers.
kicks in. I'm always like,
Mhm.
please work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been lucky that so far I haven't had any major issues with any of my arcade one-ups. This is the first time I've had an
This
issue
is
like that.
this is the first time I've contacted the Arcade One Up warranty service, so I want to see how they do. It's going to be interesting to see.
Mhm.
But they did send an email back, which was good. So
Mhm.
I'll wait and see. I'll give updates, but yeah,
They've been really good in the past.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
the
the-
way
I've
that
heard
they're
they have been
changing
good.
things up.
I'll tell you all the issues I've had over the year. If you go back in my history, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I made a video about my Arcade One Up. It was the holiday season. I was so happy to have my first arcade in the house, and I popped the thing on and it bricked, so it didn't work. I can't only say Arcade One Up. So everything that I've had from At Games has had an issue. I've had to have stuff fixed. I have the on the pinball machine. I have the controller stick, the upgraded stick. Stop working. The USB, it would work for 10 seconds, and then it blows out. So whatever board goes to the USB where it plugs in just is shot. So I had to get a new one of those. My bit LCD bricked during a firmware update.
Wow.
Doing nothing wrong. Basically just waited it out and it just never came back on. So I had to have that replaced. My gold, one day I went to hit the volume down and I could no longer lower the volume. So if I raised it, it was staying as high as it
Staying
went.
as high
I
as
could
it would
never
go.
lower it. Very simple. I popped the 2 screws out and it was just a loose connection.
Yeah,
So
one of the
it was-
buttons,
that was it.
wire buttons. Yeah,
So these things
The,
will all have issues.
they do, and don't be afraid to work on them. Like in the iiRcade too, the cool thing is that the connectors for the buttons are actually Sanwa connectors. So like if you do get real Sanwa buttons, they're like you don't have to do anything. You just literally take needle nose pliers, take them off, put them on, set them in there, and you're going. I mean, there's nothing to it. I have a video showing it. It's easy. It's an
Yeah,
easy
when I
mod.
buy new arcades, I always try to buy them from like Best Buy or Walmart because if I have any issues, I just want to turn around and return it. I don't want to mess with having to call anyone or open a ticket. I just want to
what
be
I
able to
did.
get it back.
You
My
gotta-
12-in-1, I bought it at Kohl's, and it bricked. And I basically bought a new one and just boxed the other one up, brought it back. It's just a pain in the ass, having to disassemble it and try to fit it back.
It
in
is.
another box.
Oh, and that pinball is real hard because whenever I disassembled mine to move it, I could only get the main component back in that box. I couldn't get the back box. I couldn't get the legs back in there. I don't know how they fit that stuff in there originally.
It's amazing how they fit all this stuff in these boxes. Yeah, it's like once you take it out, try putting it back the way they did it and fitting it all in there.
Yeah,
It only
it's like a
goes one
puzzle.
way. Only
But
one way.
you know what happened, Biggie D? I don't know. I must have forgot. Wink, wink. But I forgot to return the riser that came with the 12-in-1 because back then, remember, the risers were really hard to get. So I wound up having an extra riser that I sold at that time for about $60 or $70.
Yeah.
There's my Sinden is literally sitting on my iiRcade waiting for the game. It's getting lonely over there.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if Arcade
Brad,
One Up will
I'm
call you and
serious,
say,
like-
"Hey, where's that riser you didn't return to us?"
When you put like even putting
That's a
the
write-off.
stormtrooper helmet on the deck with the Sinden against the screen, if you ever came in my arcade and did that, we'd be fighting.
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't
way I
put
roll.
anything. Like
That's the way I roll.
keep all my stuff like
And,
brand new.
and there's the new Daytona arcade game running right beside it. The new Daytona game.
Nice.
See, I couldn't play Daytona with that yoke.
Oh,
I
it
just
plays
couldn't
so
do it.
good. It plays so good because it's fully analog. It's a great wheel. You have to check it out. You have to check it out sometime.
So Biggie D, tell us a little bit about your channel. I'm familiar with it. I've been watching you since pretty much day one.
Yeah, so I started in September. I've been collecting Arcade One Up since 2019. I got my final fight in 2019 for $50, and ever since then I've been hooked, and I've been really enjoying trying to find deals. That's like been what I was really good at, and so I was like, you know what? After 2 or 3 years of watching Super Game Room dudes and console kits and all those guys, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just start my own channel. And luckily during that time, back in September, there were a lot of deals. So I was constantly posting deals on community posts. I was making videos like around Black Friday, and it just kind of my channel took off real quick because of that. And now I'm kind of like trying to adjust because we don't have the deals. You know, what are my other strengths? What else can I do that is content creation that people want to watch? So I'm kind of in an adjustment period right now, trying to figure out what direction I want to go.
Yeah.
Awesome. You just got a new channel member.
I
Raya
know,
just
thank
joined
you.
the
Shout-
channel.
Raya, I'm
Nice.
so
Good
sorry.
to see you, Rhea.
I fell asleep after work and didn't wake up until like around 8:30. So I've been editing this show since then. I wanted to make a thank you just in case anybody did join the channel during the show.
The next
But
show. Next
Raya,
show.
thank you so much. I will make sure that Raya is included into the list of people that I thank that have become members
Speaking of the chat,
channel.
we really need to say hello to the chat. You got a very full room. Can we acknowledge some of our friends?
Yeah.
Very full room. Are you going to hit me with a lower link since this is your show?
Go for it, Brad.
Okay. Ichabod Crane, welcome to the show. Goofyfoot, good to see you. Miami Tiger Arcade, what's happening? Arcade Talk and Star Wars reviews. Awesome. Arcade Talk's a show I'm on with T McCloskey.
I highly enjoy it, man. I watched it a little bit last
Thank
night
you.
before I jumped into VR, and I intentionally did that knowing that I had a lot of traveling to do today, and I wanted to just like sit back and enjoy the entire show in one viewing. So that's what I did today.
Thank you. We
Good
got
stuff,
us.
Brad.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed the show. We got Steel City Dahmer in the chat.
Yeah,
We've got
personal friend of mine.
We've got Kev Gret. Good to see you, Kev Gret. Mitchell B. Look, we got Chris back. Chris McCloy. Welcome to the stream. To Die For, the one and only king of modders, Bobby Vu. I talked to him today. He helped me, gave me some advice on diagnosing my big blue. Thank you so much. It's great to have friends in the community. Mitchell B. We've got Ritual Dello. I will be doing a comic book spotlight of he's got this amazing comic book collection. I can't wait to show to have a video for it. We got Alfred Berger. Carl O. Good to see you. Big Will's in the chat.
Big Will's here. All right.
Big Will is here.
Will, I got to give a big thank you to Big Will for holding down my other channel, Studio 17, bringing it back to life. I gave Big Will full access to my
Full
channel.
control. Yeah.
All I said is do not get it taken down. Good job, Will. It's still there.
We got the bad guy, Mike Worley from
Mike
Arcade
Worley.
Anonymous. Welcome. Glad you're here. Like his channel. He's got some great videos. Go check out his channel. It's got a lot of fun videos on there. We got
I was
Mitchell
on their
B.
show this week. It was a lot of fun. I'll run the Neon Sun, Arcade Anonymous with
Yeah.
him and PD7, and
Absolutely. I love all those guys. It's a good
it
group.
was a great show.
Carl O's here. He says, fake John D. If you're lurking, yeah, Papa Brad needs an encoder board. Kev Gret, scrolling. Hold on. We got a lot of people. We got Rhea here. Welcome to the stream. Rhea became a channel member.
Thank you so much again, Ray. I really
Ichabod Crane. I'm scrolling still. I'm trying to catch up. Gigi. Hello, Gigi. Hello, everyone. Jeffrey Chev. Hello, all you happy gamers.
Firestarter.
And we got Firestarter here. Nice
Firestarter.
room.
Yeah, it was a
Got a
pleasure
nice
meeting
room.
him the other night
Yeah.
during the
iiRcadians show. Yeah.
So yeah, look
Yeah, I was
forward to seeing
impressed.
some more
Firestarter had
stuff
some good
from
comments.
Firestarter.
Yeah.
So Biggie D, since you're the guest, so now you have your iiRcade, so that has expanded your horizon. Now you have some, more home arcade content that you can cover and talk
Different
about.
things to play.
How have you been enjoying it?
I've been loving it. I've been playing it nonstop. So normally when I get home from work or whenever I have a few minutes, I'll turn on an arcade for 5 or 10 minutes and play a game. And I've been doing only the iiRcade since I got it. I haven't really. I'll turn on my other arcades just for the look, but I haven't been playing them.
For the
I've just been
ambiance?
playing exclusively the iiRcade, and that's just because it's all new to me. I've not played any of these games before, so I'm dedicating all my time to them to try to get better. And then also with the leaderboards and the engagement with the other community or the rest of the community, it just makes it more fun and gives you more motivation to get better and prove yourself pretty much.
You're gonna
It's
find
fun.
that,
It's fun putting up the scores for sure.
It is.
There are some just devastating players here.
We've
in
got
the
some arcade
community.
gamers
So
in the iiRcade community.
just when you think you're top of the leaderboards, like a few hours goes by and you go back to just look at your number 1 spot and you're number 10 because now Nix has discovered the game and he's playing it. So yeah, you have to be good. But the thing is, like, you can't hide in the arcade community.
No, there's no
We know
hiding. I
if
mean,
you're playing.
We know if you're playing because you're going to get a score on the leaderboard if you're playing. Like, you can't hide. There's no hiding.
Showing up on the leaderboard somewhere.
You can tell who the gamers are, who's playing games.
Yeah, it's still a pretty small community, so everybody kind of knows each other, which is cool. I mean, it just brings a whole nother dynamic
It
to
does.
it that I wasn't getting with the arcade one up.
It's small in terms of the people that focus on, say, like the YouTube stuff and social media, but it's actually bigger than I thought it was, because there's a lot of people that have nothing to do with watching any of the shows. They may not even know any of this even exists out there, because you still also get people asking, well, where could I go to meet
people
up
don't
with
even
other
know. People don't even know about iiRcade.
you know, to play a game. And that's like one of the main focuses of this show when I started it, was when the online became available. Like, this was the place to come to play. People in the chat can, schedule a game with each other and, become friends. So, and same thing during the iiRcadians, but not everyone pays attention to the social media. Some people just have these cabinets and they're out there on an island on their own. They don't even know that this stuff exists.
Or they may just be a part of the Facebook group. They're not a part of the YouTube, community. And there's also the Reddit, group as well. So there's a lot of iiRcadians out there that aren't a part of the YouTube space.
Yeah,
That's true.
We're gonna get right back to the show. We got a super chat coming in that I have
chat.
to cover here.
This is a fact. I'm 58 years old. 58. I'm 58. 58. Your channels are going down. You made a little money off of YouTube, but your game is over. Sticking it to the man. Peace out.
Ichabod Crane,
Making it rain.
my buddy from Pennsylvania, wants to know, how do I sign up for an Illuminati membership? Well, dude, you could have saved the $1.99, because that's all it is. It's just
All it is.
$1.99.
$1.99
Click
a
the
month.
join button. It's $1.99 to join, and then you'll get your custom double
Yeah.
I logos, and you will become an official member of the Shills.
Yes. Please become channel members. It keeps us iiRcadians off the side of the road with cardboard signs begging for change. So, that $1.99 you pay, it pays for
Brad, stop telling the truth,
1/100%
because
of that
literally that's
StreamYards
what's
bill
gonna
we get
happen
every
with
month.
all the stuff I got to pay for to put the show together.
$60 a month for StreamYard? I mean, come on.
Holy shit.
I know.
Yes, Kev Gret was the number one first member of the Shills. Then
Shout out to
Goofy
Kev
Foot,
Gret.
Then Papa Brad's Gaming.
I came in
And
third.
then now Rhea has joined.
Yeah.
Awesome. I will
Rhea's fantastic.
definitely make sure to
Great
make all the
YouTuber.
channel members proud. You'll all get shout outs in the show. The more
Awesome.
members that I get, the more little of those custom emojis you're seeing them
Yeah,
using. We
yeah.
got the fist for game fight, the quarter for the
Yeah.
1 quarter
Let me throw
challenge,
some of them up. Hold on.
and it has my logo. Yeah. So I guess the more people that join, the more of those I can do. And then I do plan on doing some members only content.
Here they
maybe
are.
some gameplay or whatever.
There you go.
We'll see. We'll see where we
There
go.
you go.
with it,
I
but
threw some up.
I'm not going to increase the price. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it
Yeah.
$1.99.
It's all for fun.
I'm not
Got
doing
another new
tiers
member.
and all this other
Oh,
nonsense.
you got P-Dubs. P-Dubs
P-Dubs.
joined your channel.
P-Dubs are
Wow.
Arcade Loft. He has just become an official shill.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Wow, Rhea just gifted 5 memberships.
Very
Look
nice.
at that.
What a nice community the
It
home
is.
arcade
We've
community
got the
is.
best.
Now
we've
when
got
they
the best
when they
community.
look at that
We're awesome.
Firestarter just got gifted a membership. When
I
people
like
do
Firestarter.
that, does it like just pick the people randomly?
I've heard it's
I think-
automatic.
I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
just
random.
picks them.
So we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
5 of you just got memberships thanks to Rhea.
When I did it on
Rhea,
Michael
also
B,
great
Cornercade got mine. One of
YouTuber.
my 5 gifts.
She
Cornercade.
does such a great job on her channel.
Just random.
And I mean, she's really good at what she does, because she can just be there playing a game, focusing on the game and actually playing it well, but never misses a message that comes
No.
through the
Reads
channel.
every one of
Completely
them.
engaged
Super
with
cool.
everybody. So that's not, I'm telling you, that is not easy. Like, I
Yeah.
literally see something flicker in the corner and I'm distracted for 20
I know. I am
minutes.
too. Like squirrel. You know.
Yeah, like I got 50 things up on my screen now
Yeah.
just to make this show happen.
Yeah, I think I need more screens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only
Fair
have
enough.
9. I only have 9 screens. I need more. More screens.
Biggie, I was thinking about you today because I believe I have a code for Space Invaders. And
Oh, nice.
if I find that, I'm going to personally message it over to you so you can add that over to your cabinet. As
Very
a
cool. I
welcome
appreciate it. I'll
to,
make sure
the
it's
iiRcade
played.
community. But
Yeah.
hey, Biggie,
Space Invaders
I've
is a good
invited
game
you.
on
You know this.
iiRcade. It's one of their best games.
I've given Biggie an open invitation to show up on the show even
Awesome.
before he had an iiRcade. So
Yeah.
you know, I like his channel. I like what he's doing. You mentioned Arcades Anonymous, PD7. I love all of it, and I watch all of it for real.
I do too.
And
Yeah, I watch everybody. I enjoy watching other people's live streams and content as much as I enjoy making it. It's it's equal for me.
sometimes I enjoy it more just watching it. I could just sit back and relax, and I'm not like running the ship.
I know. Sit back and have a beer.
Absolutely.
We have another super chat coming in that we're gonna have to handle right now. Shout out to the man that makes all of this possible. If it wasn't for him, none of us would even be here right now.
That's
Shout out
right.
to Jong with that $10 super chat. Friday Night Arcade Show is legit. You guys are awesome. Thanks for making my Saturday morning awesome. Yes, I'm living in the future.
Yeah, he's in
Awesome.
Korea, right? So it must be morning time.
Just for that, Jung, I'm not going to do my April Fool's joke at midnight where I was going to change this to the Friday Night Arcade one-up show. So
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Hey, look. 2023. There's room for 3. You know, get them all. Get them all. Get Arcade One Up. Get iiRcade. Get At Games. Enjoy them all. Buy what you like. Enjoy what you like. 2023. There's room for 3.
Biggie, you got a big space there in the center in your new place. Any plans of like maybe an At Games product, pinball? Legends
Well,
Ultimate?
actually, right behind me, there's not actually that much space between this wall behind me and where I'm sitting right here. So I'm probably going to leave this blank behind me just so I can roll my chair back. But I do have a living room where I have more space, and I'm going to get the Legends 4KP. I've got room for that. And then I'll probably get this new racer, this Fast and the Furious, because I don't have a racer yet. And I also like to get a shooter game too.
Yeah.
So maybe Time Crisis or House of the Dead comes in the future, and I get one of those. But I'll be very selective in what I get because I only have room for maybe 2 or 3 more arcades total, and I want it to be a shooter, a racer, and another pinball.
Yeah, makes sense. Like spread it around a little bit, have one of everything. Are you the type of person that once you buy a cabinet, it's like you're gonna just keep it?
Oh yeah,
Not
I've
gonna
never
sell it?
sold any of mine. I don't plan on selling them either. I hopefully don't ever have to.
Same here.
You know, I mean, it would take a lot. I mean, I would basically have
Yeah.
to run out of room and just have like a must-have cabinet and not have the room to sell one. That would be the only
Yeah.
scenario.
I mean,
The
I buy them
only
to
thing-
play them. You know, that's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
buy arcades.
The
you
only
know.
thing I've ever
why I
considered
break 'em, 'cause I
selling
play
was my Pandora's box. But
Mm-hmm.
but then like we had a party here, and I'm
Mhm.
not worried about like a bunch of kids in the house beating that thing up. So we
Yeah.
hooked that up on a projector and let them just have a good time. And I didn't care.
You know,
what
I
happens to
look
that
back from when I was young, and I used to go to GameStop and these video game stores, and I would sell my systems to go get another system. But I would get so screwed on the trade-in. And I
Exactly.
look back on
Yeah,
that.
it's never
and
worth it.
I quit doing that like 10 years
Never
ago.
worth it.
So I have all the modern systems and I have all my games, but you go back to like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Dreamcast, those systems I had traded in long ago. I look back on it, I wish I had never done it.
I know. And then if you go
So
to
do I,
collect
man.
them, some of the games are so expensive. I mean, I just did a stream of Cannon Spike on the Dreamcast. That's like a $300 game. I
Mhm.
mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I had a
Like some of the-
Dreamcast when I was
Some
in
of the
2001.
games are crazy.
And I had some great games for that Dreamcast. I wish I had kept it.
Me too. I've had every single arcade console that's come out since Atari 2600. I've had them all in mint condition, box, like literally every twist tie, whatever came in the box, pamphlet, and I sold them all over the years,
Mhm.
for whatever reason. And then, yeah, you do regret it. So I'm at the point where when I buy stuff now, unless I completely don't need it anymore, then I'll sell it. But I don't have any plans. Like I don't have any plans on selling any of the cabinets that I have.
Yeah, I want to keep them. I'm hoping some of these will become collector's items too. Far off into the future. You never know. Maybe some of these will be worth a lot.
Yeah, I have a few things that are collector's items, but I always notice when you try to buy stuff thinking that it's going to be a collector's item, that's never the thing
Too
that
late.
becomes
Yeah,
the
it's like
collector's item.
It's like when you have it, like
you
when it
passed
came
up
out
on
and you just held on to it, that it becomes valuable.
and didn't even think
Yeah.
about. That's what becomes the valuable.
Like that original
some
Star
reason.
Wars arcade one up. I think
Yeah.
that one could potentially, 20, 30 years from now be worth a lot because, they remade it, but it's different. It's not what it looked like originally.
Maybe
Yeah.
the golds are going up now since you can't get those.
Yeah, man. The
anymore.
I
iiRcades
think
are
so.
collectible now. I mean, you can't even get one if you wanted one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if
We'll
they
see,
never come
hopefully.
back with the original gold lineup again,
And-
like they do different games, those originals will probably be worth a lot if iiRcade's around for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and it's kind of a double-sided coin too, because like you can look at it one way, like they're not selling new cabs, but they sold out of everything they made.
Mhm.
Pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty strong thing when you sold out about everything you made.
Yeah, it's better to do that than to overproduce and then have to discount to get rid of
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh my goodness.
They're
Yeah.
definitely doing it smart, slow, and smart.
Yeah. And the
Well-
thing is, it gives them the option to upgrade along the way, to give us new skins, to make it where not everyone has the exact same thing. I think it's really wise.
That would be cool. I think new skins, on whatever next ones they bring out would be probably the best idea.
Yeah, of course.
Because not only will that bring in new people that want them, it may actually get some people that already have them to want to pick another one up.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they put out a cabinet of a game that they love.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
if you look at the early years of Arcade One Up, they made a lot of mistakes. They created way too many cabinets of like
Mhm.
particular ones, like Simpsons, for instance. They went down to $199. They still couldn't sell them. So, iiRcade could have done that, and they didn't. And you can see that they didn't overproduce because they're sold out.
Yeah, I feel special now having the Space
I
Invaders.
know.
Yeah, Dead Cells. I'm glad I jumped on it.
You should feel special because To Die 4 just became a
Yeah,
member of your
shout out.
channel. Dang,
Die
you're
4.
like the 19K Fox of the iiRcade community. You're getting super
Stop
chats
it.
left and right.
He's drinking bourbon. I'm drinking Yinglings.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm doing
yeah.
Jim Beam tonight.
So, Biggie, we have, I know that you watch, we have a new segment on the show called Game Fight, and it's just about getting time for us to start that up. We have 30 people watching right now. I would say, everyone, please make sure you stay here because we are going to need your help, because the way Game Fight works is if the four of us who are now about to become judges don't agree
Unanimously agree. Yeah.
between the two games that are going to face each other in the Game Fight arena, the chat room is going to
Dun,
have
dun, dun.
a chance to
Yeah.
vote and make the decision for which game takes it.
The power
So
goes to the
if
chat.
you haven't been watching Game Fight or you're new to the Friday night arcade show, for the opening of Game Fight this week, I'm actually going to show you all of the matches that have transpired so far, and all of the games you'll see that are currently in jeopardy that have taken 1 hit point. And if they take one more, will be knocked out of the competition. So everyone get ready. We're about to switch over to the Game Fight arena. But let's first take a look what's been going on, the up-to-date results from the last 2 weeks of Game Fight. Yes, we are here. It's time to do some more game fights here. I don't know where Papa Brad went. We lost one judge. But Biggie D, do you know how this works?
Explain it to me. I've seen you guys do it, but I wasn't paying attention.
I'm here.
Enough, I guess.
All right. Well, we are going to, I have a bunch of shoot 'em ups from the iiRcade on a wheel, and I'm going to spin that wheel, and we're going to pick two at random that are going to go up against each other here in the game fight arena. We're going to watch about 2 minutes of gameplay of each of the games. If you're familiar with the game and played it, that may help in your decision. Once the second video is done, we're going to start voting, each of us individually, on which one we think is the better game out of the two and wins the fight. If the four of us do not unanimously agree which game was the better game, then the chat room is going to, at that point, steal the vote, and whatever, I'm going to stop a poll, which I'll
power
have in the
shifts.
chat. And at that point, whichever one takes the vote will win. And then we will move on. We'll do about 3 or 4 rounds of this tonight. Now, we have a couple of games that are already in jeopardy. You can see that during that little opener that I put together. Those games, if any of them wind up getting picked on the wheel and lose tonight, they are knocked out of the competition.
That's right.
We're going to keep doing this, Biggie D, every week until we challenge every single shoot 'em up, even if a new one gets added to the iiRcade, against each other until there is only one left standing in the end.
The king of shmups.
Yes.
This is the
Then
king
I'll
of
have to go
shmups.
back to
There
the
can
drawing
only
board.
be one king of shmups. That is the iiRcade. Look at these games. If you love shmups, this is the cab to have.
All right. So you guys ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's bring up the wheel. Let's spin the
Dun,
wheel
dun,
for the first time
dun.
tonight.
Tiger Heli.
Wow.
Tiger Heli.
Heli.
That's a banger. That's a good game.
That is.
That's the one I like.
It's a
Was
classic.
Tiger Heli on the Super Nintendo?
It was. It was on the Nintendo.
I remember that.
It might have been on the NES.
Yeah, regular Nintendo.
The NES it
Regular
was on.
Nintendo, okay.
Yeah, it was on the NES. But we have the real Toplin Tiger Heli, the
Yeah.
arcade game.
and it's a great game, and it's
a great-
extremely challenging.
Great retro shmup.
All right, we are about to spin the wheel again
NES.
to see
Micah
what
Dean
other shoot
says.
'em up is going to be facing Tiger Heli here in the Game Fight Arena. But before I do that, I want to announce that next week more shoot 'em ups will be added to the wheel, and also a whole new selection called Final Fight.
Ooh.
What's going to happen is if the wheel lands on Final Fight, a second wheel will appear with all
Double
games
wheels.
that have taken a strike or a hit point, and it's going to be a fight to the death between two games at jeopardy of being knocked out of this competition.
Wow.
All
And
right, let's-
you got
ahead,
another
Dan.
member. Ritual
Did I?
Dello just
Ritual
became a
Dello,
member.
thank you
Ritual
so much.
Dello.
for joining the shills. I appreciate it. Well, you guys are gonna. Everyone, every member will be getting added to the intro of the show. I'm gonna
Awesome.
thank as a thank you for becoming a member of the channel and supporting this show. All right, let's spin the wheel and see what's going up against Tiger Heli.
Papa Brad's
Wow.
favorite game, right?
Truxton.
Truxton.
Ooh.
I gotta be honest, it's not time to vote right now, but I do not know how this one's gonna play out because we got two great.
We're gonna have
going
a
up
split
against
journey.
each
We're
other.
gonna have a split vote.
All right, let's take a look first at 2 minutes of Tiger Heli. That's
right.
Tiger Heli.
That is Tiger Heli.
Don't let those old school graphics fool you.
Uh-huh.
That game is really good. That game will steal every quarter out of your pocket trying to get through that. I don't even think I've ever passed the third level on that one.
How much is that game on the iArcade?
I'm gonna have to guess. I'm gonna say
$5 or $6 probably.
$5.99 or $7.99, one of the two.
Something like that. It's not bad.
And
It's probably
well worth it.
$7.99 because I was looking for $5 games and there's not many out there.
Yeah.
So a little history behind that game, and hopefully I'm right when I say this.
$7.99 right there.
All right, $7.99. That
Yeah.
is Brad. Am I right when I'm saying that was the first shoot 'em up to ever have like a
bombs.
special weapon like a bomb?
Yeah, it was the first one that had screen clearing bombs.
Yeah, wow. That is really a great game. Again, don't let the old school graphics fool you.
Yeah,
That
it's
game will
challenging. It's got
eat
great
you up.
gameplay.
And we don't know Truxton. We all know about Truxton in this.
I mean,
iRcade
come on, though.
community. People
I mean,
love this game, but
Truxton.
but
Truxton's
Tiger
in
Heli too. Like I
no
see,
comparison.
I see a
I
lot
think
of people.
Papa
that
Brad,
love playing
Truxton's
that
your
game.
favorite, right?
Truxton is one of my favorite games of all time, and especially in the shmup category. It's legendary. Play the video on Truxton.
All right, so we are going to get into now 2 minutes of gameplay from Truxton.
This is
If you're
this
not
is
familiar with
this is for
game.
most shmup channels. This is in their top 5.
This is this game. All I'm gonna say is if you lose your power in this
challenge.
game, you're done. Just
This is the real
forget it.
deal.
Just
And
if
before
you
we
go your
play it-
arcade and start it over another day.
If you're an
because
arcade gamer, this is
this
the
game
challenge.
is
This is
brutal.
this is where the real people go.
Let's
How
check
much
out.
is Truxton, by the way, before we start?
I don't know. I think that would be also like $7.99.
Am I the only one that's thinking prices too when I think these games? Because
$7.99.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you wanna use prices as your choice of which game you would pick, that's fine too. So it all comes into play here. But if you haven't seen Truxton before, you're about to check out 2 minutes of gameplay of me playing it on the iArcade. Here's Truxton.
yeah!
Always ends with the explosion and me
Yes!
getting out.
Yes!
As you can see, I didn't even
Hell
make it
yeah!
to like the first boss in that game. I don't even think I've ever gotten to the first boss in Truxton. That game is impossible.
That's reason to play it more.
Well, will that factor into my vote?
Yeah.
Because Tiger Heli, although is a
Tiger Heli, though,
difficult
your
game,
bullets don't shoot to the end of the screen. There's a limited
they
firing
don't.
mechanic. I mean, it's like Truxton to me is Unchained. I mean, it's like the pure adrenaline. If you want like a hardcore shmup, there's few that are more hardcore than Truxton. Truxton 2 even
Yeah.
got easier. I mean, if you want to be the best of the best, you do a run of Truxton.
It's weird, I'm
Clear.
like kind of 50-50 right now, Brad, but I'm leaning more towards the game I'm going to choose tonight, and that's going to be Truxton. Let's bring in Nix, see what he thinks after watching those two
All right,
games.
so there's a few reasons why I'm going to pick Trustin. It's basically it's space. Space could be whatever you want it to be. There's a lot of variety in the enemy types. I think there's more variety in the power-ups compared to Tiger Heli. Tiger Heli, it's just war. It's pretty much generic. You're just gonna have bland enemies. It's like tank this, helicopter that, plane this, boat this in the water. I've seen it a million times. And I'm going for Truxton all the way.
Man, look at look at it. It's beautiful.
Let's bring in Papa Brad, who's not.
I
on the
mean,
screen.
yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, if you love shmups, I mean, Truxton's at the top of the class. This is Toplin at its very best. I mean, Toplin is one of the greatest companies for classic shmups, and this is one of their best. So, Truxton 2 for me are must play shmups. On the iiRcade, they're two of my favorite, and that and Batsugan.
All right, so what's your official vote, Brad?
Absolutely 100%. Yes, Truxton wins.
All right, let's bring in our special guest judge, Biggie D. Biggie D, after watching those two games, which one do you like?
I'm going to go with Tiger Heli. And the reason why is there's a nostalgic feeling for it, for me at least, because I used to play it on the NES.
Uh-huh.
And I do like the graphics for some weird reason. Those like classic looking graphics,
classic,
NES looking graphics, just I gravitate towards that. Also, Truxton, I was doing a little research on it while you were playing that. It looks like it was just released in 2023 by some developer I've never heard of. And even though it is a cool game, it's more modern, more fun looking. I'm going to gravitate more towards the nostalgic feeling I would get with Tiger Heli.
All right. Truxton actually is an older
Yeah, it's
game.
an older game.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's an
So
older
I was
game.
seeing Truxton on Steam, and it said it was released in 2023.
Yeah.
So when was Truxton originally released?
would
I have to
say,
look
what
it
is
up. I
that?
think it was in the
that
90s.
Early 90s.
Early 90s.
Definitely
Or
looked
it was
early
either late
90s.
80s or early 90s. I can't remember the exact date, but Truxton was like in the middle of the Toplin
Oh,
run
it's a
of games.
Taito game. Okay. Now that changes
Toplin.
it. That changes it all for me. Okay, guys.
Well, you already voted too late. We did not agree unanimously. That means I'm about to stop this poll.
And
I'm trying not to
Brooklyn,
look at it.
Brooklyn. Can I say one thing though?
Go
Can I
ahead.
say one thing? Both these games are excellent. I'm just going to say that. Both these games are fantastic shmups. Either one.
I'm going
right.
to take it. I'm going to take mine back. I'm going with Truxton because
You
I like
can't take the
Taito.
vote back. Too late.
No, it goes to the
Chat
chat.
room
We
took
lost
it,
the power.
and it doesn't
We
matter
lost the
because
power. Rules are rules.
with 68% of the vote.
Rules are rules.
Truxton beats out Tiger Heli.
They did.
So that means Tiger Heli has
Okay.
taken 1 hit point and is in jeopardy of being
Oh
knocked
my
out
goodness.
of this competition. Are you guys ready to pick 2 more games for the Game Fight Arena? All right, got the wheel up here.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, Brooklyn, it's a new game on there.
Saint Dragon. Saint Dragon is the game that last week upset Truxton 2.
Shout out to Kev Gret with the year 1988 as being the correct date of release of Truxton.
88. Okay, close.
Yeah,
to the
I knew it
90s.
was late 80s. Great game.
And shout out to Jong because I noticed earlier he has become a channel member. Thank you so much, John, for supporting the channel
Absolutely.
and supporting this content.
And also, Jong is a channel member of the iiRcadians too. So thank you, Jong. We love you.
All right, so we got Saint Dragon, a game that I've been playing a lot of lately and really enjoying. Let's see what's going to be going up tonight against Saint Dragon here in the Game Fight Arena.
Hellfire. Very unique shmup.
Yeah, it's very
Directional shooting. Nothing quite like it. It's very, very unique.
That's one of the ones that comes on the iiRcade because I have that one, right?
You do not have Hellfire.
No, you have to get it.
All right,
what's the shooter that comes?
Gunbird.
Gunbird. Okay, that's the one I'm thinking.
That's a great one.
That is a great shooter.
Let's check out 2 minutes of gameplay of a very different style shoot 'em up on the iiRcade. This is Saint Dragon. Yeah, I love that one. Saint Dragon.
Yes,
That is so
yes.
different than a lot of shoot 'em ups because basically the only part that's vulnerable on the dragon is his head.
Its head.
So
The
if
tail
you're
can run
smart,
into stuff. Use the
yeah,
tail
you
as a
can use
weapon.
the rest of its body to block, but that does not mean it's going to be easy. I've never beaten that first boss. I've gotten close.
You never gotten past the bull?
No, it's
The bull is
That
tough.
game's ridiculous, man.
It is, the difficulty level is insane. It is hard.
It's not only that. I think what iiRcade does is these games had dip switches in the arcade.
They're like,
and I
yeah,
think
everything on
I
hard.
think they're turning every single game.
Crank
to
it up
10.
to 11. Yeah, it's
And there's
hard.
one
It's a hard
shoot 'em
game.
up- There's one shoot 'em up. I can't think of the name, but honestly, like in the next firmware update, something that you can change, turn down the difficulty on this game because you've literally made this game impossible. Like
Yeah.
it's unplayable. It's that hard. All right, so that was Saint Dragon, and what game is Saint Dragon going up against? Hellfire, another really cool
Copeland.
game. Yeah, this one is no special weapon. It's all about switching your weapons,
Yeah.
during the gameplay to handle the different situations that you'll put into.
Kind of this was a precursor to the game we just got in some ways, that you could switch your firing style.
Really cool game. So let's check out 2 minutes of Hellfire, and then we're going to start deciding out of these two games which one takes the fight. All right, that was 2 minutes of gameplay of Hellfire, and wow, this I think this was a pretty good matchup because
Yeah.
I think these two games are
Good
on
match.
an even playing field. After watching both of them, I'm leaning towards giving my vote to Hellfire, and reason being is Hellfire, you do have to manage your weapons a lot more. In Saint Dragon, it's kind of fair because anytime you grab a power up, even if you lose one of your dragons, when you come back, you have all the power ups. In Hellfire, you don't have any power ups. Your weapon can change a little bit, but it's all about switching to handle the different scenarios. And I like that aspect of that game. It makes it really challenging. You can even see there in the first boss, like I had to switch to my lasers that was shooting backwards.
Yep.
To be able to get into the area where the boss was
The
vulnerable.
game we just got copies some of
Yeah,
the gameplay.
similar,
The,
right?
the Rigid Force redo captures some of the same gameplay elements.
Exactly.
And this came long before
way-
it.
yeah.
I mean, this
way
is, we're
before.
talking Topeland shooter.
But you can see how that kind of game
Innovative.
like
Very
Yeah, it
innovative.
was
Nothing was
innovative
like this.
for
When
the
this
time.
game came out, people were scratching their heads. There was nothing like it.
So I'm gonna give it to my vote's gonna go to Hellfire. Brad, what are you thinking on this one?
You know, I'm gonna have to go Toplin again. Hellfire, innovative gameplay mechanic. It's a fun game. I mean, you know, I would give it to Hellfire. I think both are good games. They're both $7.99. But I would give it to Hellfire.
Yeah, I think it's a very good matchup between those two games. Biggie D.
Oh, wait a minute. Can we do like the dip switches? If they can be set easier, I think it would be better. That game is hard.
They're all hard, but Michael,
Yeah.
I think, had mentioned on a game days that they turn up the dip switches to some of the hardest levels
Yeah.
in these games. So they make them pretty difficult to get through. What do you think, Biggie D, after watching those two games?
So I haven't played either of these two, but I'm gonna pick Toplin. It just seemed more unique. You had said it's a very difficult game, which originally when I first saw Toplin, I wasn't gonna pick it, but after seeing Hellfire, I am. Hellfire it doesn't look that great to me. It just kind of looks like a poor man's R-Type. So I'll go with Toplin.
So you're gonna go with
Oh, you're
Saint
gonna-
Dragon. the
Saint
first
Dragon.
one,
Okay.
with the
Saint Dragon.
Saint
Okay.
Dragon. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, hey, it's not a
all
bad
good.
choice. It's
It's a
an
good game.
enjoyable game, but man, that game will beat you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like seriously, I haven't seen past the first level on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. That'd be a good one to stream. Get past the bull. Stream. That's a good
I couldn't
streamable
see
game.
myself getting Hellfire. You know, with R-Type Leo and owning all the R-Types,
Yeah.
Hellfire just doesn't have much for me there.
Yeah, some of us enjoy the history of shoot 'em ups.
Yeah. I
And
love it.
Topline is such an important part of that. So we love being able to play through, and you
Yeah.
know all of them.
Yeah, just having the
Especially have the
Toplin
arcade
library,
versions.
having the Toplin library on one machine is.
But I get your point. If you had
epic.
to pick between the two, if you're just saying I'm not picking up every single shoot 'em up, and I had
Yeah.
to make a choice between those two, obviously you would go with Saint Dragon. What about you, Nix?
I would definitely go with Hellfire. It's got a lot going on for it. Good soundtrack. Gameplay is a little bit more easier, I would say, to maneuver and all that. It just seems like with the other game, there are points where you just get all clustered and
Yeah. Well,
it'd be more of a frustrating game
I
to
don't
play.
know. Yeah, Saint Dragon might actually be easier to maneuver. You know why? Because well, you're a way better game player than me, but in Hellfire, because while you're maneuvering, you're also having to think about constantly switching your weapon to the different directions that you can
Yeah.
shoot in, and it can get confusing.
It
So
can.
you can lose all your lives really quick if you
Yeah.
don't concentrate. enough.
Shout out to Rigid Force Redo for actually taking that gameplay mechanic and making it perfect.
So we
Like,
did
it's
not
so good
agree.
on that new game.
I am trying my best
Split.
not to look at the poll. I'm
Split.
about to end it.
Goes
Have
to
we
the
ever
chat.
agreed on anything?
Tonight, no.
Man, the chat
No,
room
I know.
again. Saint
Goes
Dragon.
the chat. Give the people the power. We the people.
60% of the vote wins over Hellfire. They basically voted all of us out of here.
They
That's
vetoed.
fine by
So,
me. They vetoed. Yeah, the people
So
are
they
the
agree
decision
They
makers.
agree with Biggie D. Saint Dragon
So that
also.
is called Saint Dragon.
Yeah, Saint Dragon inflicted a hit point last week on Truxton 2. Nobody ever thought that can happen. And now tonight,
And
it
two,
inflicts one
My
on
heart was broken.
And
Hellfire.
have you known anyone to get past that part that you are stuck on?
The first
Brooklyn?
boss?
Yeah, have you known anyone to get past
I'm sure
that?
Nix has.
Yeah.
But I cannot beat that first boss. I got so close. It was one of those things where it kind of trolled me because I thought I beat the boss and I took my hands off the controller. to
That
cheer,
bull
'cause it was, like,
takes a ton of
smoking.
firepower. Like he
and then
just
it shot me.
he takes
He
hit
does.
after hit. He does not go away.
Yeah.
It's kind of a longer battle than you'd think.
Do you think iiRcade will change up the settings, like the difficulty settings for us?
I don't
They've
know.
done that on
I
other
don't
games,
know.
right?
The
Yeah,
thing is
that would be
this,
one
if-
maybe you
if
could
they
adjust.
start- if games have like leaderboards and they start messing with where
is true.
like we can go in and adjust the dip switch levels for
That's not fair for the
easier
people playing it on the
settings,
harder level.
then
But
they have to have multiple leaderboards.
Yeah, they'd have to have a
Everyone's now
leaderboard
not
for
on
each
the
setting.
same playing
Mm-hmm.
field. So I don't know, but I don't know if they'll ever do that because of the leaderboards. But yeah, some of these games can definitely use like tone it down, like
Just
throw
a
it
little
like
bit, yeah.
maybe
Or the option.
middle.
Go
For
middle
some
instead of
reason,
hard.
freaking
Go medium,
ridiculous.
yeah.
And yes, you can keep quartering through if you want and keep playing and keep trying. But so
Yeah.
like
The
some
thing
of us
with
just wanna
shmups, the thing with
see it and
shmups, a
get
lot
through
of
it
people is when you
without doing
recorder, a lot of them they reset to 0. So if you're playing to get a good score, you really don't want to do that. You want to try to single quarter it if possible.
And what does shups or shmups stand for?
Oh, shoot 'em ups.
shoot 'em ups.
Oh,
Shoot 'em ups. Side scrolling shooters.
I'm
you
a
know.
rookie here. So
Yeah.
I never
yeah.
use that term. I just say shoot 'em up, Biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think we have time. Looking at the clock here for one more round tonight of Game Fight, and then we are going to get right into the 1 quarter challenge. I'll let you know in advance. Tonight's 1 quarter challenge is going to be Rastan 3 Warrior Blade. Amazing game. I haven't had the chance to play it yet since the difficulty level has been increased, but we'll be playing it here tonight as the 1 quarter challenge. If you
Another
have
good game.
Warrior Blade at home on your
Play along with
iiRcade,
us.
fire it up, turn it on, no cheating, play through the game, and you can submit your score into the chat room. It's not
And we're
going to
doing
count, but
one
you got to
quarter
be
challenge?
here on the show
Yeah.
for your score to count. All right, let's bring this wheel back up on screen. And let's see the next shoot 'em up stepping into the Game Fight Arena tonight. Wow. We played this one last week
Skies.
for the 1 quarter challenge, and I had said during that I want this one is now on the wheel, and I'm wondering how it will do in this competition. This is Rangok Skies, the other modern shoot 'em up
shmup.
that we have here on iiRcade. This is a crazy bullet hell game. Let's see what other shoot 'em up is going to be going up against Rangok Skies here in the Game Fight Arena.
Saint Dragon.
Saint Dragon.
Saint
again.
Dragon.
I'll
Do you
spin it
just spin
again.
again?
Wow. No, we're not going to spin again. Saint Dragon.
No,
is,
he's a
here.
No, you can't
marathon,
go.
man.
You can't go 2 in one night.
Ding ding.
Oh, what, are we going to
Ding,
change
ding.
the rules?
Yeah.
The
We
wheel
changing the
picks
rules.
games, not
We
me.
changing the rules.
So we can get right into this. Let's.
We don't have to
check
watch
out.
Saint Dragon. We saw Saint Dragon.
We just saw it.
We just
I'll-
saw it. We don't have to watch
Here-
one less
here's
video to
what
watch.
I'll play about 1 minute of the Saint Dragon
Oh,
as
okay.
a refresher.
Yeah, we just saw
because-
it.
But let's check out 2 minutes
Dragon
of
Slayer.
gameplay that I played on the iiRcade of the modern bullet hell shooter Rangok Skies.
Stage 1. Fire! Power up!
bullet.
Take this! Power up! Okay. Fire Hurricane! Okay. Take this! Power up! Fire! Take this!
Well, you do it.
Yes.
Yeah, we
That
can
game
just
is
vote.
intense. Rangok Skies.
Yeah, Rangok Skies.
Oh yeah.
Rangok Skies going up against Saint Dragon. Will Mr. Miami Cuddles' point be proven tonight that these more
Modern
shoot 'em
shmups
ups
are more popular. Mhm.
are just way more better than the classic ones? We'll find out.
Classics.
We're only going to play about 1 minute of Saint Dragon because we literally just watched it. So, but we're gonna watch 1 minute of Saint Dragon. I'll stop the video and then we will make our decision on
Okay.
which game we choose to win the fight. All right, there's Saint Dragon. I don't know, man. In the chat room, some of them are saying, even Mr. Miami Cuddles is saying that Rangok Skies is too flashy for him. Well, they're in there voting. We're gonna have to make a decision. Kev Gret also, it's like he likes to see what's going on in the game. He thinks he also thinks Rangok Skies might be too busy for him. I'm about to make my vote. For me, like, if I had to like think right now out of the two, it's almost difficult, but
It is difficult.
I'm leaning towards Rangok Skies. Rangok Skies, like that music and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it like
Great.
gets you so into it. Yeah, it is crazy bullet hell, but at the same time, if you play the game, you can manage all of those bullets coming at you. I know
Yeah.
it looks insane, but you can actually like you don't have to avoid all the bullets because as long as you're leveling up and grabbing power ups, you can actually just like use a weapon to get rid of all of it. Some of it you can't, but I just love Rangok Skies. I like the way it looks like it has like those like hand drawn graphics. So my vote's gonna go tonight to Rangok Skies. What about you, Papa
Yes.
Brad?
Rangok Skies.
All right, Pop Brad, short and sweet. he has also voted for Rangok Skies. What about you, Nix? What do you think out of those two?
Well, I probably would go with Saint Dragon. It's just Ragnar size is it's just too
It was
busy.
split again.
It's
It
way
was split
too
again.
busy.
Everyone. That's cool though. I love it.
It's way too busy.
It is very busy, but that's
Too busy
it's
for me.
it's bullet hell.
All right, so Nix has Saint Dragon. Biggie D, after watching those two games, if you had to play one right now,
Everyone vote.
which one is the game that's more enticing to you that you would want to purchase for your iArcade?
So the Saint Dragon was the one I picked last one we did. I do like that title. I think it looks fun. I do see where everyone's saying that it's a little too busy on Rangok Skies. I can see that as well. There's just so much going on the screen. You don't really know what to do. I can kind of see that. Maybe you get used to that. But the graphics are really good. The sound is incredible. The bass is good on it.
Yeah.
I think it sound really good on the iArcade.
It's full
So I'm
disco.
gonna- Yeah, so I'm gonna lean Rangok just because of the sound.
All right, so I don't think we've ever agreed on anything since we started this competition. We did not agree. I am
Not
trying
even on
not
Truxton.
to look. I'm
Not even on Truxton.
squinting my eyes as I stop the vote.
Top 5 shmup.
And while this one was a close call, but Rangok Skies pulls it out with 53% of the vote, taking inflicting damage, not taking it out, but inflicting damage on Saint Dragon, which has inflicted damage on 2 games already here in this competition. So now Saint Dragon takes 1 hit point and is at jeopardy of being knocked out of this competition. That is going to be all for Game Fight tonight. Game Fight will be back again next week, where we are adding more games, more shoot 'em ups to the wheel, and we are adding the Final Fight selection to the wheel. Again,
Final
if it
Fight.
lands on Final Fight,
Final fight.
a second wheel will come up with all the games that have taken hit points.
Double
And
wheels.
It will be a final fight between 2 games to see which one wins, stays in this competition, and which one gets knocked out. All right. Real quick, everyone, always remember to check us out every other Thursday or whenever Papa Brad feels like doing the show, because last week we did on Wednesday.
Yeah. Whenever we feel like we have enough news to do a show, we'll
It's
do one.
literally become an open platform. Whenever Papa Brad decides to do it, I'm
That's
always going
right.
to be there. You can
Thank
see
you.
myself there. You can see Kev Gret. We saw Nix and many others. The iiRcadians,
Yep.
the grandfather, if you want to say, of iiRcade shows, the one that started it all.
Yep. Thank you.
And then tomorrow night, if
Yes.
you like VR, because I know I love it, well, you're going to want to join myself, Kev Gret, and confirmed also Nix from the Friday Night Arcade Show. The 3 of us will be getting together, doing crossplay, because Kev Gret and I are both on the PlayStation VR 2, but Nix will be on the Oculus, and we are going to be taking on the Snowbreed in this
Yes.
80s apocalyptic
Wow.
first-person shooter after the
For the
fall.
fall.
Tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Please tune in and watch us. Anyone that's in the chat room, I will be able to hear you. You'll be able to hear all of us. We'll be interacting with you. You can cheer us on as we take on the Snowbreed in Afterfall. Can we survive this 80s apocalyptic zombie-filled game? I'm
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
really, really, really looking forward to that.
I'm gonna need to get a PSVR 2 headset.
If you got one, it'd be 4 of us in there, because
Yeah.
we'd love to have you.
For
Yeah,
sure.
Looks like you guys are having a lot of fun with that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
I'm
were.
on the Quest 2 for now. I'm gonna wait for the PSVR to come down in
Yes.
price.
I played After the Fall very little bit on the Quest 2. I tried it out when it was on sale, and it wasn't for me on the Quest 2, but on the PlayStation VR 2, graphics wise, with the adaptive triggers. Every single weapon has its own feel. I'm just absolutely loving this game. It's nuts. Kev and I were in there last night, just basically getting like acclimated with the game, and we met up and we're in there for we did a run together, and it was just crazy, dude. Just absolutely insane.
It's fun.
Freaking
You gonna get one
snowbreed running on, from the freaking ceilings, dropping down.
Oh, I'll be your Sherpa. I'll be your
Oh,
guide.
Maybe one day. One day.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon though.
We didn't survive the run, but
I got you.
I at least grabbed some cool weapons. And what was cool is Kev is very new to the game. So am I. But I had found a secret card and opened up a room. And in that room, there were weapons that I didn't even have. I shouldn't have access to yet. I'm not far enough into the game to even get these. So when I met up with Kev, I was actually able to hand him one of my weapons, and he took it, and now it's his. So
Wow.
I gave him a gun that he
Teamwork
shouldn't
makes
even
the dream work.
be able to have yet. What's cool about the VR, if you don't play VR, is when you play together online, you actually feel like you're with the other players in the same space together. It's crazy. Yeah.
Takes the first person shooter to a whole nother level.
And y'all can talk to each other as well, like through the PlayStation voice chat.
Oh yeah, we hear each other crystal clear.
Yep.
If you're watching the show, you'll be able to hear all of us. We will be able to hear you. Anything that you type in the chat will go into my headphones. I won't know who's saying it, so if you put your name in there, I'll know who it is. But we'll be able to hear you, and we'll definitely interact with everyone watching the show.
Truxton. Two.
All right, so
Truxton.
we're just gonna move right on. We are about to get into the 1 quarter challenge.
So before we do that, I noticed on your thumbnail Operation Wolf. Have y'all talked about that yet?
Woof.
I don't know. It's on it's on the milk carton. It's missing.
Operation what?
Yeah, where's the elephant?
If
Operation.
anybody if anybody can locate it, let me bring that up.
Look at that gun just sitting there.
That's right. It's what
There it
I
is.
call it an elephant. It's supposed to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Where's my elephant?
Operation Wolf
Elephant in the
2.
room.
If anyone finds Operation Wolf 2 on the iiRcade, please let us know as soon as possible.
Please, it's missing in action.
We're really worried about it.
We're
It's
worried
been
about
missing
it.
in action, but our Sinden light guns are here and they are ready. Just
Hopefully
in
it'll
case someone
be.
finds it.
I'm sure it will be fantastic when they finally release it. But
It will be.
yes, my Sendin is sitting right there. It's prepared and ready. So
From what I've gathered, it's all on Taito and them wanting to rework the game. It's not iiRcade not having it ready. It's just
yeah.
Yeah, here's
developer
what
wants
concerns
them
me
to
about
rework it.
that. Do you Taito
Space
also
Invaders took a
does
year and a
Space
half
Invaders,
'cause
and
of that.
Remember how long that took when that
It's worth the
had to be
wait,
worked
though.
on?
I will say this: it was worth the wait,
Definitely,
but it
worth
took
the
a
wait.
while. It took a while. They didn't rush it. Wasn't rushed out the door.
And that was one of their most successful arcade games, so they're probably really picky about everything.
It's Biggie. It's gonna be just watch. It's gonna be definitely a split that day when it comes out because everyone with the Gen 1s that really can't play it right now with the Sinden light gun is
They'll be
probably
upset.
complaining
It's going to
that
ruin
day.
it.
We're not gonna care
But-
because
We're
we
not-
got
yeah,
the gold
yeah,
and we have the
exactly.
Sinden, so we're
Yeah.
ready to go.
I gotta do a special shout out for the genius that is Michael Svabek, taking the time to deliver us the best version of Space Invaders ever released for home. Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, I know a few weeks ago he said it was within weeks, and it sounded like it was going to be any day now. And then now he's backtracked on that. We haven't heard anything, so
Mhm.
it could be a while.
Could be a while.
I
They'll
know
get
nothing.
it right. I don't know anything either. Wish
I know
did.
some stuff that I've shown a few people. backstage,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm
Somebody
not
somebody
talking about that.
somebody
But
has
I
it on
think
their
people are gonna
iiRcade.
be-
Oops.
be,
We're not worthy apparently. We only run the two biggest shows on iiRcade.
I think people are going to be pretty happy. Anyway, when the Sinden stuff
Yeah.
eventually does come out.
And you would think they would have some gold cabinets ready to sell when that releases too, and they don't have any right now. So it would
Yeah.
be a bad time to actually release because you couldn't capitalize on the units.
Well, I would also think that another thing that to consider, I don't know if this last firmware update took care of this, is that the custom control panels that are coming out, like from Glenn,
Yeah.
you can have a trackball on there. Yeah, it's not as fun as playing it with the light gun,
It's
but
very
playing
playable.
some of these light gun games with a trackball, I think that's the second best way.
Second best way.
So
Yeah.
you will
I
be able
agree.
to do that if you don't have a gold and don't have the light gun.
I'll be
Unless
honest
somebody
though,
can
I used to
figure out
play
how to do it.
Operation Wolf in the arcade growing up. It was one of my favorite arcade games to play, and I think it was because the Uzi and I was a kid and I just loved that
Yeah,
playing with
man.
that gun. But I can't see that being fun with the trackball. It's not going to fill that need for me.
I'm
I mean-
getting requests to pull up a game.
It truly is, though. I mean, gun games and racing games where you have a
Sure, man.
steering wheel are just, when you're a kid, they're magical. Because, I mean, those are just things that kids usually don't get to do,
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I think why
it's
kids love it
magical
so
to
much.
kids. That, I mean, like even my grandkids, they love playing the Ridge Racer with the steering wheel.
All right, you guys keep the show going. They asked me to pull up something to show, so I'm gonna go take a look and see if I can find this game, and then I'll be right back.
All righty. So, Biggie D, what you got going on, buddy?
Not much. Probably do some hiking tomorrow. I didn't know if you guys knew. I do a lot of hiking here in Arizona,
Uh-huh.
and I try to go at least once a week. So I'm going to try and get in like 8 to 9 miles tomorrow.
Wow. So, you done with your move? Move went good?
Yeah, move's done. I still got some stuff to unbox upstairs in my room, but all my arcades are assembled. They're all playable now. Got
Awesome.
my PS5 set up and
Awesome.
my TV set up and computers set up. When I first set my computer up after moving, I ran into a bunch of like technical issues.
Yeah.
And it's because I couldn't find certain cables for certain things, and I was trying to use other stuff, but I finally got it all figured out, luckily.
Yeah, moving electronics is never fun, or moving arcades is never fun, for sure. I mean, they're not the easiest things to move, that's for sure.
Yeah, if I had it to do over again, I would label everything. Like the
Mhm.
wires and the cables, I would like put something on there and label it for what it is. Because if
Have
you
a
just
system.
throw all that stuff in a box, it's like impossible to figure out where it goes after.
Uh-huh.
But that's one thing about having these arcades and moving, it does not go together.
Yeah, it does not. They're not the easiest things to move.
I know 19K Fox, he's going through a move right now. So I know he's
I
feeling
had to
it.
do it, yeah, too. It was hard. It was hard to move the arcades.
Mhm.
But I like having a new place now, though. So in the long run, it's good, though.
We spend so much time and money like setting up these home arcades, and then
To tear them all down,
you have
it's
to
like
think about moving.
it's heartbreaking
it.
in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Starting all over. I mean, you get a fresh start, but it's a lot of work.
All right, they've been
Brooklyn
asking
is
for this
back.
game. I'm going to show it. This is called Shieldmade MX. This looks really good. It looks a little bit, reminds me a little bit like just showed up on
What is this?
This is called Shieldmade MX. Out on Steam.
You're thinking this will be on the arcade soon?
No, this is one of the many modern shoot 'em ups. The shoot 'em up category is insane, man. Like these modern ones, there's so many of them. And they've just like stepped up
Looks
like
fun.
what they can do. Brad, I know you love shoot 'em ups so much. Do you play a lot of the modern ones?
I like the retro stuff more. I mean, I'm just, that's kind of my jam. I like retro.
Okay.
I like arcade. I mean, I play a lot of arcade games.
I'm the same way, Papa Brad. Like I like the retro stuff better. But since getting the iArcade, and I never thought I would like the more modern stuff, but since getting this, I'm starting to get more to where I like the newer
Yeah.
stuff.
I think the key is they have retro modern, where it's like pulling on that nostalgia of those classic games, but it's, it's giving us modern graphics and better gameplay,
Like Wizard of Walls, I'm like amazed by how great that game is.
Yeah.
Really is great.
Saturn's
these
amazing.
modern shoot 'em ups. I have so many of them, and they're all sealed.
It's free on the iArcade.
I feel bad opening them because they're all limited numbered editions from like limited run games and strictly limited. I buy a lot of them for the Switch, and like they're coming out like for PS4, PS5. So I have tons of them. Sometimes you guys will mention a game, and then I look at them like, oh yeah, I have that one. I haven't even played it yet. But that one looks killer to me, man. I really like it.
And I know
good.
A lot of the games we have on the iArcade are games that people played on their computer or on some other system, and they pushed iArcade to get them. Isn't that true on some of them?
Yeah, for sure. Like, definitely like
Division.
Galacticon was one. Saturn was another one that, Cuddles was a big part of that. He introduced me to the games. I made
then the retro
videos and
knockout
P-Dubs made a
that's
video.
coming, didn't someone in the community have a part in making sure that got to iArcade?
We mentioned it, and then now it's coming, and not only that, it's coming with what seems to be, if you go by the description, a gold cabinet. I know at first, like in the picture that they showed, it looked like the Gen 1 cabinet, but from the description in the GoFundMe for it, it's saying JBL, sound by JBL, so I'm assuming it might be a gold. That looks like a pretty cool cabinet to have, and also that package is $9.99. So that's what.
Is the GoFundMe up right now?
It's up. It's been up for about 2 weeks now.
And have they raised what they needed, or are they close?
Yeah, I'm in their Discord. I pop in every once in a while. They seem to be doing pretty well with it.
Very
back
cool.
to these shoot 'em ups. I was telling you, I buy them. This one is getting rave reviews, so I can't. This one just showed up. Drainus. This is also a numbered edition. They made like 3,500 copies of this worldwide. So I got to crack this one open and try this eventually. Hearing good things about it, but I have tons of these modern shoot 'em ups.
I know. It's amazing. We truly do live in the golden age of home arcade. I mean, just imagine being able to play the current, Daytona USA in your home. How cool would that be?
Cuddles said, "Don't get me started on Vanilla Beast." Did they make Retromania?
No, they didn't. They're doing Retro Knockout. I know what his issue is. Like, he's tried the demo.
The difficulty.
What they're not liking is the simulation to the game. They want it to be more
like Punch Out, more of a
arcade,
or at least have an option, maybe have an option that is like a arcadey.
We'll see. I'm not saying
I know
anything
he was
about
against
it.
that.
Anything
He's
that
against
I said,
it, I know.
It's basically based on other people's opinions. I haven't even tried it or tried the demo. But
we
when it
listen
comes
to what other
arcade,
people tell us.
I'm going to pick it up. I think it's going
we
to be
just
the
echo what we hear
retro
from
mania
the community.
wrestling of boxing games for the iArcade. I think it's going to be a popular title. We were saying they should probably maybe throw in like an arcade option to it. You can have the regular game.
Yeah,
and
just
also
an
have-
option.
like some of these other games are doing it.
Here's my only thinking with that is they could please more people. They'd please everyone then, Maybe the simulation is how you unlock all the cool stuff, all the extras, all the cool things that you can add. But maybe that doubles the time to make the game. So, I mean, I'm not a game developer.
I love the sense of humor.
I just listen to what people tell me. They give me feedback.
From his interview with P-Dubs, it sounded like they are so invested into what they've created so far, they can't backtrack now.
Yeah,
it would be like redoing the entire game.
Yeah, I know we all get up here on YouTube and we're like, oh, they should do this or do that, but none of us know, like,
in the long run, we play the final game. We can't really give an opinion until we play the final game.
But I haven't played the game yet. I'm definitely gonna pick it up when it comes out for iArcade. Like, I love the dude's sense of humor for this game, like what he's doing.
Yeah.
you know, and all the parodies, all the people that you see in the audience. The cabinet looks beautiful, so I
Yeah, I
think
like
people
that it
are
has
gonna
a
wanna
sense of humor.
pick it up.
It looks cool. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm definitely give it a chance.
Yeah,
So,
just having all the characters in
try
the
that.
background and stuff, it'll be worth getting, I feel like, just for that.
Ichabod Crane says some chefs will refuse to make a steak well done.
Exactly. So Skinny G shows up all the time, always asking for Load Runner. We actually have all the Load Runners.
We have all
on
the Load
arcade.
Runners.
I don't have any of them. I just have Load Runner Legacy.
I have them all. I have every game on the iiRcade.
But
You have
Load
every
Runner
game?
Legacy, man.
Every
that's a good
single
one.
game on the iiRcade I have.
So how much do you think that costs? Like $3,000?
Probably quite a bit. But the thing is, Biggie, like I've been with the iiRcade since the Kickstarter. So since there's been an iiRcade that you could have, I've been like, gradually building my collection
Since
So
day
it's-
one.
since day one. So it's not like, it's not like it was a Wednesday and I said, I'm going to buy everything on the store. Plus they do these crazy sales. Like when they do
Yeah.
the sale, like, that's the time you want to pick up those ones you're on the fence. When they do the sale, they do that, that they doubled it this year too, the time. Like I probably wouldn't have gotten every game, but then when they were like, oh, we're going to do it again, I was like, wow, I'm close now. I'm going to get the rest of them,
Yeah, I was
But-
checking the store like every day thinking there may be a sale come up, but
Yeah,
like it doesn't
yeah.
seem like they run them very often.
If
They
there
did run
is
it on
gonna
that
be a
new
sale,
game,
it's
though.
going to be around the holiday season.
Yeah. The
So-
holiday sale.
You can make your list. You can watch the iiRcadians. You can watch this show. We definitely show lots
Welcome
of
to the chat,
gameplay.
PD7.
So a lot of times, I feel people
87.
are always just
Yeah, I love that
talking
guy.
about
He's
and
awesome.
wanting to know what's next, but they don't also realize what's already on the iiRcade.
So many games
And-
on there.
I'm not sure if just pictures or clicking on some YouTube videos here and there does some of these games enough justice. So we
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like to play them on here.
We do, and that's the thing. Both like iiRcadians in this show. I mean, we show. We don't just tell. We don't just talk about the games. We show the games, so you can see what they look like, how they play, the smoothness, what the experience is like on iiRcade.
Yep. And we're about to show another game, one of the most badass beat 'em ups. We have a lot of good beat 'em ups, but
We do have a lot of good beat 'em ups and
This
shmups,
one's up there. man.
shooters. I'm sorry, you call them shoot 'em ups on your show.
You're gonna, and when we play this game tonight, when you're gonna see this ultra widescreen perspective, at least from me, because I have it going through the capture card properly, and I'm running it through the Gen 1 right now. That's the way the game was meant to be seen. Because tonight, for our 1/4 challenge, we are going to be playing the new, harder version of Warrior Blade Arcade. Who's going to want to start this out tonight? Maybe I'll just do something different and start it out. Give you guys some time.
Yeah, you got the good capture card too. You got it all hooked up.
So
with
if you
stuff.
capture
I'm
through
going to
your
start it
goal-
out. Little change to things tonight. I am going to start out. I'm going to be playing first tonight, and then the rest of you just get ready. Tonight's 1/4 challenge is going to be Warrior Blade. If you have Warrior Blade at home on your iiRcade, fire it up. Give it a shot.
There's my
Remember,
lightsaber.
1 credit. I don't care if you get out and screw up in the first second. Once you put that credit in, there is no going back. However you do on that first run, that's your score.
1/4.
You can post it in the chat.
One life.
I'm about to fire up the Warrior Blade, and we're going to see, out of the 4 of us, which one is the best at the new and improved, harder version of Warrior Blade on the iiRcade. This is the 1/4 challenge.
And we got Warrior Blade coming on. This game is $12.99.
Yeah, I love this game. This game is a masterpiece.
It is a fantastic game. They chose to keep it in the correct aspect ratio. It was originally 2 arcade monitors using a mirroring technique.
Like, they look like they're drawn, and it's like very artistic.
It's like they stepped right out of the pages of a Conan comic.
Yes.
I mean, it's the art, and this is fantastic. And the further you get in the game, it just gets more impressive. I mean, before you know it, you're riding dragons, you're fighting demons and skeletons. I mean, this game, you know what this game reminds me of, Biggie D? This game reminds me of Death Adler. Have you ever played that one?
I haven't
Golden
played
Axe?
that one.
Yeah,
But,
it's a lot like this.
P7 asked if this was the game I have. Yes. So I purchased 3 games, and this is one of the 3 I bought.
Yeah, this game's fun to play. I've played this one all the way through online, and that's before they did the update, so I'm sure it even plays better now.
Oh.
So they brought the difficulty up on this game?
Yeah.
Because I feel
Apparently.
like it's still pretty easy.
Brooklyn just walked through that.
Yeah.
Now, when I go online, it says that it has online play.
It
Can I
does.
not jump into a game with Brooklyn right now?
You have to start together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, join in the UI lobby.
What we should have done is played 2 players at once.
Yeah.
We could have done double teams. We could have randomized it. But we
I'd
weren't
like to see
thinking
it work.
we weren't
I
thinking of
haven't,
that.
Played an online iiRcade game yet.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever you want to do a stream and play online, I'll play with you anytime you want, Biggie D.
Okay.
Just give me a little notice and I'll definitely go online and play some games with you.
Yeah, I streamed my iiRcade on Sunday for like 30 minutes. You were in there, I think.
Yeah, I'd love to
And,
do that. I'd love to do that. We could play some games online.
I like the ability to capture the game.
Do it
You know, the arcade one up just has one cabinet that has an HDMI out. That's the Killer Instinct Pro.
yeah.
I like how the iiRcade does the HDMI out on all their cabinets.
HDMI out is great. I mean, you can even just put a TV above your iiRcade. Like my gold cab, I have a TV above it. Like when Dragon's Lair was in the arcades, they always put a monitor on top of it, so you could watch the game being played, and it works really good. I'm glad they have that feature.
Gold, it stretches it. Is
The
that
gold
what-
does stretch it, yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Especially if you're like a real stickler about keeping aspect ratio to the original dimensions.
I am. You know,
I
won't even
am.
play
I like
it.
that, you know. But like, it's funny. My brother, like, if the movie's on and it has letterbox, he's like, I hate this. So I mean, like, I understand like different people like different things, but for me, I like to keep the aspect ratio original.
Yeah, I do too. That's I think what I like about this game a lot too is the super wide or ultra wide, whatever this is.
Double monitors.
Mm-hmm.
And the real arcade game is very hard because the monitors they're never exactly the same, so there was a little bit of a color difference between one monitor versus the other.
Mm-hmm.
And they used a mirror to reflect the second monitor, so you couldn't see a seam. They used the optical effect. Pretty
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Because that was the best technology they had at the time. I mean, now we're so used to seeing stuff in widescreen, like we take it for granted, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When this game came out, everything was in a square, you know.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like X-Men. X-Men
Yeah.
had 3 monitors though, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's rolling through his first boss, the skeleton boss. Now, one of the cool things is you do get to pick your path in this game. You get to pick which way you go for different sections, which is kind of
Yeah.
fun.
I like that. A lot like Golden Axe, Revenge of Death Adder.
Good night, Chris. Thanks for watching. We appreciate
See you
you.
later, Chris.
Rich Dello says maybe a team challenge. Yep. maybe next time that's what we should do. Taito does love at games. They have a lot of good Taito games on at games. Agree with you, Carlo. And it will show the score, I believe, when it counts down. Taito game I love is Zookeeper. They know that we want Zookeeper because we tell them every time that we do anything, basically. But Zookeeper is a favorite. Someone typed that in the chat, 49,070.
All right. Sorry for the delay. I was
Good
just
job.
putting the score in the chat room.
Nice.
they
Well
definitely
done.
Increased
Well done,
the
sir.
difficulty. Let's bring in Papa Brad, who isn't even ready, man. Look at all the time I gave him to be ready to try to do a seamless show for everybody. I know you enjoying watching me.
I was just soaking it in.
Start this up quick, Brad. I've been
Working
drinking
on
too
it,
much
too.
beer. I gotta
I'll
take
well
a
lubricated.
break for a few seconds. Look, he doesn't even have it.
I don't even have it up.
Look
What-
at this
what
guy.
category?
Go
I
to
don't have to-
action.
I don't have to-
Just go to
I don't have to-
action and go
I don't
all the
have
way
to
to the
scroll- I
bottom.
don't have to scroll through all 300, please. Is it listed under W?
Go to action all the way to the bottom.
Weird blade. Gotcha.
So when are we getting a new UI?
No
That's
idea.
ready. When it's ready.
All right, so we're gonna watch Papa Brad play some Warrior Blade and see if he can beat my score.
I don't know. You had a good run, dude.
49,000.
That was a good run.
That was a good run. I was watching.
All right,
That
go
was a
ahead,
good
Papa
run.
Brad. I'll be right back.
I mean, he picked Coney. I mean, I'm gonna pick a less popular character so you get to see something different, just for fun. If I really cared about winning, I think I probably would have played the Conan character, but
Well, she got range.
yeah, something different, you know. Something different. Boy, this game looks good on this arcade. Now, when this game first released, they had a bit of a difference between the first screen and the second screen, but they did fix it, and they got it just right now. And I do like that they're constantly looking back at the games, improving them. So, like, they go back and fix stuff. Have you noticed that, next?
Yeah, I have.
And I appreciate that because, you know, once we spend our money, I want the best experience.
I'm so glad they fixed Galaxy Champions because that was so awkward to play.
So what was wrong with Galaxy Champions?
Where the dash button was located. Yeah, it
And
was
now it's
the
fixed.
yeah the dash button was the C button on player one. So either
Yeah,
you
just-
had to stretch your left hand to try to hit it, or
Little
stretch your
gameplay.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, if you're playing as Sophia, when you press A and B, you kind of do like a fireball shot.
Yeah, I
That's
kind of
cool.
forgot how to do the special moves, but she's a good character. I almost picked her.
On this character, A and B does that little attack you see with the fireball.
Pretty cool how you can also select the level.
You can select your path.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
the,
and
there's
each
the
character
fireball
is
attack.
very different in how their attacks
It
are.
is. It is.
And they throw a lot of variety at you in
They
the
do.
levels and the things that you do in the game.
I don't think
Like
she-
her, I don't feel like she's as strong as the other two characters,
No,
but
you gotta play at distance. She has more range, so you kind of gotta run a little bit more away from him. But it's playable.
more work.
More work. But it's a different gameplay once again. The Conan character is definitely the tank, you know? She has the freeze. See how he freezes the enemy? Then you can beat him up. Kind of like, what's the character in a Mortal Kombat that does the freeze?
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. Almost like a Sub-Zero.
So are y'all going to Cleveland?
I can't.
I'm
What about
planning
you,
on it.
Brooklyn?
Nothing. I don't have
Yeah.
anything confirmed yet, but
I will be going to the
I'm
Southern
planning
Fried
on
Gaming
going.
Expo.
Are you going next?
Atlanta, Georgia.
No.
I've already booked my flight.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see your footage. It's gonna be awesome.
Nick's is probably closer to Cleveland than Brad is. But
Oh yeah, I would.
Still
I would
different
be.
I'm gonna get these points. I'm gonna get these points. We got a lot of points. I'm gonna get all this gold. I'm shilling.
Yeah, Brad's down in Louisiana. He's real far away.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a haul. If it was closer, I'd go for sure.
Where are you, Nick?
Southeastern Ontario.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not too far then. So Carl's going. That's cool. I know
Biggie, have you gotten to
PD7
play
is
this
going.
title with anybody else yet in co-op? This one
What was
is
that?
online. This one's online, so you can play with someone.
Yeah,
else.
we were talking about that while you were playing. We should have done that tonight.
Could have played 2-player like teams. Next time,
I could have gotten better prepared.
That
and
would have
had
been
my
cool,
capture
like
card
teams
set up
like
and all that.
two,
randomize it. Like
two of us
one
versus the
player.
other two.
Yeah.
See who could do better as a group.
Like this game, I kind of don't want to beat it all the way through because I kind of want to save it. I don't want to spoil it too soon.
Well, you got the 3 different characters to play
Yeah.
it with
Yeah.
if you want to go back in.
Better get this gold. Need this gold.
Yeah,
I'm not even halfway.
smart, too.
I'm not even halfway to you, and I'm almost out of life. It's a problem.
I'm trying to stay quiet about the gold,
Yeah.
figuring you'll
Let's
just
walk on my-
pass it
Weird.
up. But yeah, I was playing for points.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Cleveland too, PD7. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be epic.
Ooh, that took a ton of energy. That was not good.
Yeah, if all you guys are going to be there, I gotta make sure it happens.
Ooh, I shouldn't have
It's
used
not
my
an issue
special.
with work. I can take off whenever I want because I run my own schedule.
Good energy.
I don't think it's a terrible drive because I'd
There's
rather
no way.
just drive than fly.
I'm as good as dead because even if I make it to the boss now, there's no
I'd
way I'm
probably
gonna
get
get
there
through
in
this.
about 8 hours.
8 hours. Yeah, I would just fly. I like flying.
Oh no.
That's it.
That's it.
But you got to see another character. It's other than the 20,000, so you just best person to play.
So who's gonna play this next? Brad, you didn't beat my score, huh?
No.
You
I
didn't
don't.
make it
I don't
to
have
the-
my capture card set up, so you guys will just have to.
We'll trust you. If you
Yeah, we'll
okay,
trust you.
go
Just
there
play the
and do that.
game. Yeah, just go play,
Nick's
and
ready to.
you can play while Nix is playing.
I will be ready in a second.
All right, I'll play while
Download the
Nix
game.
is playing, and we'll compare. We're just doing 1/4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1/4,
All right, so
far as you can get.
Biggie, you can play. You could start playing now. No cheating. I'm gonna be watching you.
Yeah, no cheating. I mean, come on now.
All right, we're gonna bring Nick's up full screen.
Just gotta download the game here.
No problem.
Just give me a second here.
And we got Biggie D here. We're going by the trust
Honor system.
here. The iiRcadians honor system.
Rcade's honor
Yeah,
system.
Biggie D is back there. Biggie, you may need to put that iiRcade up on a ladder or something.
Yeah, Biggie's a tall guy.
Yeah.
He's a tall guy.
Well, with a name like Biggie D.
Yeah, Biggie D. You would think so, huh?
All right. X is still on the attract mode.
Yeah, those should be downloaded in a second.
There it
I'm just
goes.
gonna move my cat.
Yeah, cool.
Look at that. Look how fast.
Look at that. I loaded that game fast.
USF League. I still haven't gone back to that one. I've
No.
returned
Yeah,
that one.
I'm number 1 still on the leaderboard. At
Number 1 on the leaderboards, Nix.
Eventually, I'll give that game another chance. So if you're downloading this, then we can assume that this is your first time playing the game.
Yes.
Yep.
You go all the way down to the bottom in action.
And I'm assuming since he likes to win, he's not going to play as the ninja. He's not going to play as
See
Dewey.
right there.
I'm assuming he's not going to play as Dewey.
I'm special.
I told you that story, Brooklyn. When the iiRcadians did this,
Yeah, they made you.
they made me
I
pick that
remember.
Dewey character, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
Dude, I was like, man, those guys suck. They all have early copies, and I couldn't wait for this because you know that this was one of my top 10 picks
Yeah.
of games I wanted, and you guys all had it. But you
know.
all did the each of you did a review
A
with
character,
a different character,
yeah.
and it made you get stuck with Dewey.
Maybe, yeah. But you know, I'm a
That guy
team.
looks like he sucks.
You know, Brooklyn. One thing you definitely know, I'm a team player. I mean, I don't fuss, do I?
They were all trying to get the better videos.
Yeah. I don't care about that. That's not what this is all about. It's
I
about
bet
community.
Rainwater got Ross done, right?
Yeah, Rainwater wanted first dibs. But we ended up giving the CT the Conan character because we all felt he would do the best job. Because of the comedy, you know?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, we got Nick's going in.
One move I did not see. Y'all missed out on the Conan character can grab the enemies by the neck and can like just carry them around by their neck. It's amazing. The way it works is you just walk right up to him, you get very close, and you press punch. And instead of hitting with a sword, he'll pick them up with his hand and carry them. Pretty cool.
This game looks so crystal clear on the iiRcade with the
Yeah, it looks
ultra
good.
widescreen perspective. I just love this game. I love the bosses. They're so creative and crazy.
I did
so
too. I did
90s.
too.
15,820.
All right,
15,820. So I did a little better than him. So he's still
I
good.
took
Good
the
job.
right option, which led me down the mountain, and I was sliding down the mountain, and that's I think the harder.
That is
route.
harder, yeah. Because you got to jump over. There's obstacles and stuff you have to jump
So
over.
you could choose whichever one you want to go to. You can go
The
to
tower or
ship,
the
you can go to
castle,
the
the
tower,
palace.
palace.
Yeah, because if you're going down that mountain when you're sliding, there's those ditches, and you have to
Yeah,
be ready
those
to
things are
jump.
deadly.
too.
All right, the ship.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah, these lizard men, man, they put a lot of damage on my character.
Well, I can't do a jump attack. Oh, that sucks.
So when you use the special,
Okay.
does that take away life?
Okay,
Yeah.
here's a
If
move
you
I'm
use-
not using.
If you use
Yeah.
the C
Yeah,
button is your special, like your special that takes life, but the other ones don't. If you use A and B, you get a different special attack. It has multiple different special attacks, one that takes life and one that doesn't.
Okay, so
It's
B
got it's
is
like
your
that classic forward
special that
forward, and
doesn't.
then
Yeah.
you lunge.
Uh-huh. And her freeze spell is A and B together. Each player has different play mechanics a little bit, but it's fun.
You
It's
saw
a good
I
game.
met up with that wizard, and then he was helping me.
I
out.
know. Yeah, the wizard's awesome. He just follows you around. The first time I saw it, I thought you were supposed to kill him, but you know, he's actually your helper.
So we got no new games this week, and that's why they didn't update us.
Correct. No new games. There was a couple of fixes and things that people asked for on other games.
He's got the wizard in tow.
Like they said, enjoy the back catalog, which is what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they got like, I think they said 374 games. There's tons in there,
Yeah, they've been coming out with a game every week, pretty much.
Yeah.
you know.
I don't need a new game every single week.
I don't either. I
I
mean,
can take I got so many games.
I got
need
so
to
many
go
I can
through.
play right now. It's insane.
And what happens is like if you don't have enough
Look at
time
that.
to get through a game, and then something new comes out, then your focus is on that.
Yeah.
You wind up not completing anything.
Yeah. Kevgrat's coming in with the facts. We have 374 games. 374.
Get that Galaxy Champions because I know PD7 said he really likes it, and with that new update, it's even better.
The new update is going to help out because it was really difficult because you can't really stop firing and running for a second in that game. That could be the difference of winning and losing. And there's a dash button which you can use to you kind of become invulnerable to attacks, and you can dash through stuff. But where it was placed, you pretty much had to
Nice.
take your hands off the stick.
He's
Start
almost
firing.
to the skeleton boss.
So now where they place it,
He's
I
got the
guess you
wizard.
can probably use your thumb. He's doing well.
Definitely Rostan has the best life bar because he's the tank character. Other ones are good like when you're playing multiplayer though.
They always do that, but there's always a disadvantage. Like if he has the most life, he may not be able as fast.
Yeah. The ninja character is real fast. That's the only thing that
he's
character
super
has.
fast,
He's fast, but his range is like terrible. I mean,
Yeah,
like you gotta be
you
like
gotta stay
you gotta be
close.
right on top of the enemy every time. But when you're playing like 3-player or 2-player, it's more fun if each one is different. It kind of makes the gameplay more unique.
Is this
Here
game
comes the
everything
boss.
in like German?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at this boss.
Look
the
at that.
way,
I mean, that is so
the
metal.
bones morph together.
I mean, this could be a
Breaks apart.
Metallica. This could be a
So cool.
Metallica cover. I mean, look at this boss as seen on the last Metallica album.
I was fighting the wizard. If you go the other route, you'll end up with the wizard. And he's tougher than this boss. This boss is pretty easy.
Yeah, yeah. Just stay out of his claws or whatever.
Do y'all play Best Bout boxing?
Yes. Not
Is
that
it pretty
good, at it,
good?
though.
Oh, there you go. 30,000. 900 something.
Very good first run. This is with the new difficulty level.
Yeah,
But
First time ever playing the game.
yeah. First
Yeah.
time ever playing the game. He did good. He got to the boss. Almost got up to, but Brooklyn was the winner. 30,990. Congratulations, Brooklyn.
not good enough.
Not good
because
enough. Not good enough.
I
Double the score I
win.
had.
There can
The
only
1/4
be one.
challenge.
You won the
The
1/4
new
challenge
More
again.
difficult version of Warrior Blade. I'm glad they did that because that was a game that you can easily
It's too easy.
throw
Yeah,
1/4 in.
it's
It
you
was
know.
a lot of fun, still a lot of fun to play because it's such a cool game. But you could
Feels just
you could
right.
easily run through it.
Yeah,
on-
it feels
on one
it feels just right now. Like after playing it again, like on the harder, it feels just right, and I love it. They took the time to get it right, and they took the feedback and they fixed it. They made it better.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I want to thank you, Biggie D.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And
guest host on
definitely
the
want to
show
take
tonight.
part in more of these shows in the future.
Absolutely, we need to get you on the iiRcadians next.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely
Well,
love to have you
was,
on as a guest.
I was on 2 live streams this week, so that's why I couldn't do it this week, but maybe we'll plan something here.
Yeah. I'll keep
Yeah.
you in the loop.
You're welcome back anytime, and yeah, make sure to come hang out in the chat room. So you're always there, but because now that you have your iiRcade, that's a great
come join
time
us.
to hit up somebody in the chat room and maybe jump on and do some multiplayer.
What chat room are you talking about?
You could jump in the chat rooms of the iiRcadians on this show, the Friday Night Arcade
Okay.
Show. You got a lot of people in the chat that
That have
that have
iiRcades.
the iiRcade.
And
So if
just
you
tell them
want
what game
to
you want to play.
play a game online. You could say,
Yeah, I need
"Hey,
to
I'm
get on a
starting
Facebook group too.
Yeah, we need to all get together and start up something like that.
Yeah, are you in the iiRcadians Facebook group? Because we have a group.
No, I'm not. I
Yeah,
need
you
to
should
get in
join. Come
1 or
join.
2 of those.
Mhm.
I don't want to be in too many Facebook groups. I don't like having like hundreds of Facebook groups. I just like having like
Yeah.
a few that I like to go
They
to.
don't post that much. The iiRcade Facebook groups, though. I mean, it's not that much. You don't get overwhelmed.
I'm in the Arcades Anonymous Discord, so
Me too.
I need to get on there as well.
even in there, I mean, if people in there have the iiRcade, kind of like say, hey, I'm starting up a game now or whatever, and see if someone else that has one.
I've never
can
used
jump on
Discord
with you.
before.
I
Were
know
y'all
Peter
using it
Seven's got the
before?
iiRcade.
No,
I've been using Discord.
I
for
never
a
used
long time.
Discord. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I mean,
Are you in there now?
I'm in there now. But like, I haven't really used it much.
Yeah, I'll
So
be in
it's
the
all
same
for
boat.
me. I'm
Yeah, I've
just
been on
like,
Discord
like a
since
fish out of water.
2017. So, but not arcade groups. So now that it's good being in there, being able to share the show, let people know what's going on, and see what everyone's up to during the week when we're not live streaming.
Yep.
Big D, anything coming up on your channel?
I do have a video I'm going to put out this weekend. I was contemplating whether I should do it live or if I should make a recorded video. It's been kind of slow getting back into doing the live streams on Sundays because it's a big commitment. You have to be there every Sunday at that time. So, but I think that's, where I think the most people watch. They like the live streams. Yeah. So I may have to get back into it very soon. Maybe this Sunday. We'll see.
Cool. Yeah. Nix, anything planned? I know tomorrow night.
Yeah, me and you tomorrow night, and Kev
can bring this up again after the fall.
The fall
reality.
Your
Big
stream.
Time looking forward to this. For real,
awesome.
Man.
I get to show you one of my dev guns.
You know what's so scary about doing live content in VR is I never know when my wife's going to come down and start yelling at me, and everyone's going to hear it. But we'll see. That could be the scariest thing.
That is
pretty scary. You never know. At least in here, I can see if she's coming. Mute the mic. VR, awesome. Literally, she could just show up, be right there next to me, and I won't know.
Yeah.
But I do have some good subjects I want to discuss. Just kind of give you guys a preview. Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Also, some new features Arcade went up, maybe bringing back that they had on previous cabinets. The deluxe rollout, how was it handled? So, are they handling it well? I don't, think so with the way it's gone so far. And then MK4. It sounds like they may be making an MK4 cabinet.
Cool.
Brad,
that'd be awesome.
You always got
I have
1,000 things going on.
I got a million things, man. I'm like, I'm all over the place.
Brad is on a show Monday through Friday. I can't even.
Yeah. I did 3 days in a row. I did a show. I did iiRcadians, then I did Arcade Talk, then I did this show. But I'm doing other stuff too. I'm streaming some Dreamcast games. I don't know what game I'm playing next, but I'm playing some Dreamcast. I guarantee you it's going to happen. And I'm always getting into some kind of trouble. So come check out my channel, Papa Brad's Gaming. You never know what you're going to see on there. So, sometimes you get a drunk Brittany on there. You just don't know. Papa Brad is a wild card, and that's what people like. You don't know. I might be streaming G.I. Joe figures one day, and, Elvira the next. It's just I love nostalgia. I love arcade games and pinball, and I just have fun with it.
Don't overload us with the commercials. Yeah. Don't do 30 commercials in one day.
Yeah, I love the commercials. But thank you for watching and being.
Thank you. Oh, go ahead, Brad. Finish up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but thank you for watching and thanks for putting up with all my awesome commercials that I love to stream. But thank you for not leaving my channel.
Yeah. All right. So again, I want to thank everybody that showed up to watch the show tonight. We always appreciate everyone that stops in,
absolutely
interacting in the chat room, helping out during the game fight, because pretty much you guys had made every single vote,
every choice
competition.
It's we the people. Yeah.
I also want to thank everyone that helped supporting the channel by becoming members tonight. I really did
Congratulations.
Not
Good job,
expect
Brooklyn.
that many people. I've been hesitating to do the member thing for a long time.
You shouldn't.
And I finally said the other day, screw it, I'll just do it. I just think it's kind of cool having your little special badge, and I could do the custom emojis. I think I can add a bunch more since so
it's a community building thing too. It's we do the show for the community. None of us are getting rich off of this. I mean, I'm lucky if I make enough to pay for the stream yards I have to buy to run the shows that I do. So I mean, it's not like we're making any money off of this, really. We're just doing this because we love the community, It
was cool. I appreciate it. I like seeing all those
it's fun.
eyes for all the new shills.
Yeah.
That became members tonight. I'll definitely be, as you can see, I thanked all the people that became members before I did the show tonight. Everyone else, now I'm gonna have to go back in and do a lot of editing. I'll be thanking everybody's gonna get a thank you before the Friday night arcade show in the intro.
Appreciate you.
I'm also going to be working on a new outro. I'm going to be adding a bunch of cool custom emojis, and then I'll definitely be getting into some members only live stuff or videos that I'll be doing. Until then, we'll see you again next Friday here on the Friday Night Arcade Show. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow night in virtual reality with Kev, Gret, and Nix. I want to thank Nix. I want to thank Papa Brad. I also want to give a big, you see what I did there, Biggie D? Big thanks
Yep.
to Biggie D.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's been a lot
coming
of
on
fun.
the show tonight.
Biggie D
You're
is
out there.
legit.
And you want to fill in for Mr. Miami Cuddles
Mhm.
and be a special guest host, hit me up, man. You can hit me up in the Arcades Anonymous Discord, or you can find me on social media. And
Yeah, you got my message today, so probably reach you there.
I'd love to have you on the show. Just don't be late like Biggie D.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
He almost
punctuality
got
is good.
fired already, and he's only a guest host.
It's tough for me, especially with the time change, because it's not even 10 o'clock here yet. So I'm still at work when a lot of these live streams start.
That's fine.
Shout
I
out
know
to
you're on a
Bubble
different time.
Bobble running in Biggie D's background on the
Oh, I love
multicade.
this game.
I love Bubble Bobble.
It's
What
such
a
a great game.
fantastic game.
Don't even get me into that.
You never
That-
know, because that's what
that has
Papa
to be
Brad
part
might
of the
have
game.
to talk about Bubble Bobble next, because I've been wanting to make a Bubble Bobble stream and video.
I
That
could
game
just
is
turn on the
fantastic.
music to
It's on the
Bubble
Act
Bobble
games
and
too.
listen to it all day.
Once
I
you
think
play that
my,
game, it gets stuck in your head for like a day.
One of my very first videos I ever made on my channel was Bubble Bobble. And that's
Love
just because I
Bubble
love
Bobble.
that game.
I do too.
Such
Great
a great
game.
game. All right, guys, we do this every week. I say I'm ending the show, and then 3 hours later, we're still here
Yep.
talking. I'm really going to end the show, and we'll see everybody again next week right here on the Friday Night Arcade Show.
Me.